Gave them 5 pitches, and she was like, the dragons are the
Dragons. Hello Tandem fandom, my name is Alexis and welcome to the Tandem Collective, where you can find book recommendations, author interviews, and the latest book news from Team Tandem. As you might be able to guess from my subtle background up here, today we're going to be talking about the romantasy that has been sweeping bookstagram, booktok, and booktube this summer, Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. I was lucky enough last month to go to an event in London at Waterstones Piccadilly featuring Rebecca Yarros talking all about Fourth Wing with author Samantha Shannon. I believe this was Rebecca's first event in the UK because she is from the States, so she came over and did a bunch of events in the UK last month. So today's 5 and 5 are 5 things I learned from Rebecca Yarros about Fourth Wing. And these are things that I don't think are very widely known. So keep watching, even if you've read Fourth Wing, even if you have made it your entire personality, as some people on our Australian read-along were very eager to do. Keep watching because I bet you don't know some of these facts. Before we continue, I want to let you know that there are spoilers in this video for Fourth Wing, so please beware if you haven't read the book yet. Also, why haven't you read the book yet? Number 1, this isn't Rebecca's first book. Now, you probably already know that. She is the author of many a contemporary new adult romance, but the way that her first fantasy book came about is that her US publisher, Entangled Publishing, was launching a fantasy imprint, Red Tower Books. Now, she heard about this through some contacts she had and decided that she was going to pitch them 5 fantasy book ideas. She'd always been a lover of fantasy, and in fact, she said the first book she ever wrote was a fantasy novel that didn't get picked up by publishers, so it's locked away in some drawer. Maybe we'll get to see it one day. So Rebecca hears about this opportunity and she pitches them 5 different ideas.
Gave them 5 pitches, and she was like, the dragons are the
Dragons. So that is how she got the idea for Fourth Wing. It wasn't a traditional, oh, I have this really cool idea, I'm gonna write it and then send it out to publishers. It was actually something she and her publisher worked on together in order to launch their new fantasy imprint. Number 2, how did she name her characters? So we're really lucky that Rebecca told us how she named Violet and Xaden. I honestly can't decide which one of these is my favorite.
Violet went through 2 different names, and what I went to my publisher was like, I'd like to name her Violet because I really want to name the car Violence. And she was like, you what? I wanted to call her Violence because she's frail and she just throws knives at him.
She came up with a name that would go with the nickname Violence. So Violet Violence. Next, Xaden's name.
I made a list of what I thought that guy's name was doing. So I went through and I loved Xaden because I love the X, and I think he's a bad boy and it's a bad boy name.
Honestly, don't mind that method at all, and I think we can agree that she succeeded. Number 3, a lot of people want to know where Tairn came from. Not the name necessarily, but where did this larger-than-life, hilarious, nurturing personality of a dragon come from?
Dragon, not lizard. I don't do that tongue thing.
So Tairn is based on Rebecca's English bulldog, who had get off my lawn curmudgeonly energy. I think we can all see that in Tairn. Number 4. One of the things that we love most about Fourth Wing is the incredible disability representation that we get through Violet. If you want to learn more about Violet's condition, head to our 5 and 5 Books with Chronic Illness Representation video, where we go through Fourth Wing and 4 other books with incredible disability and chronic illness rep. Team Tandem member Steffi also wrote an incredible blog piece. She shares this condition with Violet, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and writes about how it felt reading Fourth Wing as someone with the same condition. I'll put that link in the video description. At this event, Rebecca further elaborated on how she highlighted the way that Violet's disability affects her relationships. In scenes with Violet, Xaden, Dane, her, we'll say, overprotective childhood best friend, and other characters, When there's confrontation, Dane would always step in front of Violet, whereas Xaden would always step to the side. Rebecca said she did this very intentionally, and it represents that Dane stepping in front of Violet and, of course, wanting to protect her, he actually takes away that choice and that control from her about how she wants to handle the situation. Xaden, however, always stands to the side of Violet in these confrontational scenes, and that's representative of, I'm here if you need me, but I will let you handle it however you see fit. I can't wait to reread Fourth Wing and note that in those different scenes with Violet, Dane, and Xaden. Number 5, Rebecca was asked who she would cast in a screen adaptation of Fourth Wing, and she was quite tight-lipped about it.
That's suspicious.
However, I can tell you that when we did our read-along of Fourth Wing, Rebecca filled out an author questionnaire and we asked her the same question, and at that time, her answers were Dove Cameron and Florence Pugh as Violet. So what do you think? Do you see Florence Pugh or Dove Cameron as Violet? Do you see somebody else playing Violet? What about Xaden? Let me know in the comments. And on the subject of upcoming Fourth Wing events and news, Rebecca did let slip that in Iron Flame we're going to learn a lot more about Dragon Society and their tales.
I love that they have different breeds and that they work in the spirit of cooperation. I love that their tales are based on need and choice, which is probably something else I can live and I shouldn't have said that. I'm gonna tell mom. Okay.
Dragon tales, it's almost time for dragon tales.
I'm going to bookend it there for today, but please let me know in the comments which of these facts was your favorite, which was the most surprising, and if you have ordered your copy of Iron Flame yet. I certainly have. Thank you so much to the Hachette UK team, Waterstones Piccadilly, Rebecca Yarros, and the wonderful Samantha Shannon for an incredible event. Rebecca couldn't have been funnier or more charismatic. She was so generous with her time, and it actually took her over 2 hours to sign everybody's books because she did stop and speak to everyone and allowed us to take photos with her. Samantha Shannon also very kindly stayed and signed her books for people as well. Please give us a like and subscribe for more bookish content and recommendations from the Tandem Collective. You could sign up to our newsletter by going to the bottom of the video description and clicking the link there, and you can also find us on Instagram and TikTok. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
It's almost time for dragon tales. Come